Alright, welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Upper Bracket Finals here of the uThermal 2v2 Circuit Season 2 April Edition. Again, this is a monthly open tournament, open to all players of course, and it is double elimination. uThermal and Clem, they were knocked down to the lower brackets where they did eventually meet their end, by the way. Their tournament run did end prematurely in the lower brackets. Meanwhile, we were going to be following, of course, Young Yakov and Shameless, but of course we don't have those matches available. We don't have those replays, as again our replays were provided by uThermal, and he was not a part of those matches. Eventually he was knocked out and he was able to cover and cast the upper bracket. Here we have the upper bracket finals. Here we have a HeRoMaRinE and Classic versus Solar and ByuN. Gabe and Classic, they are new partners to 2v2. They didn't play previously together, but they started playing together because they're on the same team for the WardyCV Team League. The WardyCV Team League also has 2v2 available. It also has 2v2 incorporated. And both Gabe and Classic are on the same team. They're on team the Three Musketeers. That's it, Three Musketeers. It's Gabe, Classic, and Showtime. Those are the three players on the team. And of course, to get practice, I mean, they were playing in that event, so why not play in this one as well? And honestly, they did well for themselves. They actually were the two that did actually defeat Shameless and Young Yakov. They knocked them down, and now they're up against Solar and ByuN in the upper bracket finals. Let's go. Let us go. We're going to be jumping into game one. Game one is going to be on Rust Bucket. Here we go. So from here, we'll be going into the upper bracket finals and lower bracket finals and grand finals. 3 series left, 3 series remaining. Let us go. As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Rust Buckets, we have the blue Terran player. The blue Terran player himself. We have the German Terran alongside the teal South Green Protoss. It is a Big Gabe and Classic. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our opposing team. We have the Korean team. We have the Korean Zerg player. We have the Korean Terran. It is ByuN and Solar. Let's go. Let us go. We are going to be jumping in. We have a fresh series here, and welcome to Rust Buckets. A bit of a different map here, a bit of a newer map to the 1v1, to the 2v2 ladder map pool. We do have a pocket expansion available for Solar, and we have a shared high ground area here as our natural bases. Looks like Solar will be holding onto that pocket base until a little bit later on, as a 3rd or 4th expansion does expand forward instead. Okay. Does expand forward. Meanwhile, we have a double gas opener out of Gabe. Interesting. Going racks into double gas, into a faster factory, into a delayed command center. So a much more tech-heavy start out of our blue Terran player. Meanwhile, we have Classic going for a 2-gate opener. Hyper aggression out of our blue team. Okay, so again, fast factory out of Gabe, to double gateway into double aggression out of Classic as well. Interesting. We'll see what they can achieve. We'll see what they can pull off. Bearing in mind there is no SCV Scout. True, no SCV Scout out of ByuN. Going for a 2-gas opener himself into likewise a faster factory. So we have mirrored builds between our two Terran players, but ByuN even skips the Reaper, going reactor first. Greed here by ByuN. Does go reactor first. Gabe going Reaper first instead. Probe scouting towards the bases. It is hatch gas pool, standard build here by Solar. And the probe does scout the hatchery timing. Classic knows. As we have our Reapers amassing here from ByuN. Likewise, Stargate follow up here by Classic. Reaper does break in, and Classic behind this, making 2 adepts. Making two adepts at a time. He can then make another set into 4, then up to 6 adepts. First Reaper disrupting some of the production, getting eyes on the build here of ByuN. Reaper does pull away, and here come the adepts. And remember, Classic is not stopping. He's not stopping at that production. So he is moving out. And remember, because of the opener of Gabe, he does have a reacted Reaper Hellion follow-up. So hyper aggression out of our blue team, as we mentioned at the start of the game. So Reaper Hellion alongside Adept Oracle. Sage Reaper again. They catch one of the Reapers, not bad. And one Reaper goes down. Ooh, we'll trade for the Adept though. Where's does the Adept? Hellion does reinforce. Ling's getting caught out. Oh, he wants the Adept. He wants it. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Does barely shed away. Nah, but does get cleaned up. Does get caught out. So we are trading back and forth. Ooh. Hellion does overextend. Hellion overextends. Overall, a better trade here for Gabe and Classic. They attempt to collapse in. Catching out one of the Reapers. Added Hellion as well. Not bad. Catching out the reinforcements. Oracle does support. Doesn't waste his Pulsar Beam. Still holding onto it. Queens are in position. In the end, both Classic and Gabe, they gain map control. They win the fight. They win the initial fight. It upstate shade into the mineral line. And we keep going in. We keep breaking through. No Spore in the main. Ay. Solar, he's late. Yeah, late Spore, losing 1, 2, 3 drones. How many workers in total? So 3 drones and 1 SCV to go down. Ling's also getting caught out by the Oracle. Cleans up the Adepts, but still a rough trade. Still a rough trade here. So many Lings go down. Even here, they're getting roasted. Bearing in mind, Solar's economy is still lackluster. Still droning, still claiming his third. And overall, Gabe and Classic, they have the advantage at the moment. They have the advantage, and they're still pushing in. Oh my God, they're not stopping. They're not stopping. Lings, they get roasted. They have opposition here behind the mineral line. They move further in. Drones going down as well. And there's no Lings. Yeah, there's no more Zerglings left. Drones are on their own. We can see ByuN trying to help out. The Hellies just go straight into the main. Go for the head for the main. Deny more mining. Catching out 2 more workers. 2 more drones. 17 drones in total. Oh my God. Solar's getting bullied. You can see here, Solar's getting bullied. He barely has an economy. He's been focused down. ByuN is on his own. Getting into his own 3-1-1 setup. Yeah, heavy bio army, but no medevacs, no starports. No turrets? Oh, Greed. Yeah, Greed out of ByuN. No turret in position. SCVs are going down. They're all in. Yeah, at this point, ByuN is all in. So is Solar. And they have to send it across the map. What else can they do? Pushing with everything they have. Oh. You know what? Gabe is getting to mech. Blue Flame behind us. Tank getting in position. Tank is going to be focused down. Oh, but the Cyclone. Laggar's going the tank. Cyclone does fall as well. Nice pickoffs. Very nice pickoffs. Tank survives. Wait, what? The tank lives. That's crazy. That's crazy. GG gets called. The all-in fails. And Gabe and Classic, they take game number 1. GG. Ooh, GG, well played. Again, Gabe and Classic with a very aggressive start to the game. 2-gate opener out of Classic and double gas out of Gabe. That led into Reacted Reaper, Hellion, Adept, Oracle, Harass, and Aggression. And again, they did overwhelm. They bullied Solar. Solar, he just bled out all of his Lings. He lost his Queens. He didn't have his Spores up and running in time. And Solar, he lost so many drones in that defense. In the end, he became a non-factor. And it was just ByuN versus Gabe and Classic towards the end. GG. GG, well played. With that, they do take a lead in the series, and now we're jumping into game number 2. Oh boy. We're jumping into game 2. Likewise, ByuN, he does often shift his teammates. Like, he plays with Solar, plays with Percival. We have seen him mix it up. But I will say, I think he's played with Solar the most out of all the Koreans. He's played with Maru as well, true. But let's go. Show me to game 2. Game 2 is going to be on Undercurrent. Here we go. Gabe and Classic so great in 2v2. They're very good in 2v2. For sure. I think we still need to see more of them to really place them higher or to compare them against some of the best 2v2 teams. Like, for example, like I still say that MaxPax and Spirit, MaxPax and Piotr, like they're still like the best 2v2 team out there. But we actually haven't seen them against like Gabe and Classic, against some of these other more modern pairings. But here we go. Here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner here of Undercurrent. We have our blue team. We have our German Terran. We have our Korean Protoss. It is Gabe and Classic. The Classic Marine, or the Hero Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have their opponents. We have the purple Terran, we have the red Zerg. It is Solar and ByuN. Solan. Solyan even. I will figure it out. Well, let's go. Let us go. As we do have this time Gabe going for the Pocket Expansion. Okay, CC first. CC first out of Gabe. Hyper Greed out of our blue Terran player. If you recall, we saw this from Clem as well when Clem played with uThermal on this map. Meanwhile, we do have Classic going for a standard opener. Gate Expand. So we're calming things down. Meanwhile, interesting. Okay, Hatch Gas Pool out of Solar. Solar also going for the Pocket Expansion. This is an interesting choice. I feel like typically the Zerg player wants to take the forward bases first to spread creep across the map. Here it's going to be a little bit more awkward to spread creep forward here into the map itself. Interesting. Okay, we'll see how we open up. So CC first into our 2 gases. And again, just a much slower start here on undercard. We're slowing things down. We have a shared main. We have a shared natural for the most part. There's our opening up. Oh, double gas here by ByuN. So delayed CC, earlier factory once again into Reaper Hellion. But we'll see how much damage you can really get done here as he has to push up into the main base for any real damage. We'll see. Does break in. Sin pulls away. But yeah, when it comes to the other, actually now that I think about it, when it comes to like the top 2v2 teams, like they do reflect what is the meta in 2v2, which is Protoss and Terran. So it's like Classic and Gabe, Clem and Trigger, Max Pax and Spirits. Like looking at the top teams, they do have to be Protoss and Terran as well. Unfortunately, Zerg just doesn't really mesh too well in 2v2s when it comes to like supporting and partnering with the army and what they can really bring to the table in the mid game specifically. I say that Solar does go for a very Solar, he skips link speed. He skips link speed. We're spending all that gas on a very fast lair. This is what, like a 245 lair timing into fast roach warren, into hyper aggression. So we're going to be rushing into roaches and rushing into roach speed. This is for an all in. So this is going to be for an all in. Solar, he's building up. Likewise, ByuN also going for a second racks before starport. So this also leans towards aggression here. Delayed starport, 2-1-1. We might even go for a 3-1-1 into a 2-base all-in, which would line up with what Solar's doing as well. So hyper aggression from both ByuN and Solar. Meanwhile, double Stargate, double Phoenix here by Classic. Okay, gonna be opening up Mass Phoenix and Mech out of Gabe. Yeah, this is how we... Hey, if you remember, we spoke about this during the Clem and uThermal series when Clem played Protoss, but we are going Mech and Skytoss. We're setting up for it. The ideal in 2v2. Oracle breaks in. Gets one, gets 2 SCVs. And we have confirmation that is the third Rax. Yep, third Rax before starport. The Overlord, I was gonna say the Overlord scouts, but that's Solar's Overlord. Never mind. But 2-base all in. So ByuN and Solar, we're both going for 2-base all ins. It's gonna be Mass Roach Ravager out of Solar, and likewise, it is gonna be Mass Bio Tank out of ByuN. Mass Marine Tank. Gabe and Classic have yet to scout. They don't know. They don't know what's coming their way, and it's gonna be a tough hold. As we're getting ready for the push. Here they come. 3 Ravagers so far. Again, limited saturation, limited workers. You can see here only 6 SCVs here for ByuN. As ByuN is intentionally not making workers. Oh, nice catch here on the Cyclone. Yeah, Cyclone gets caught. Massive pickoff. And they spot the all-in. They scout the all-in. They see what's coming their way. Behind this, batteries get thrown down instantly. We have 2 tanks, one on the high ground, one low ground. Void Rays are on the way. Again, Phoenixes struggle in this kind of position because they're NG based. Like, what can they do? They can lift up the tank, they can lift up some Ravagers, but these Phoenixes are very limited in what they can provide. Does go for the Ravager, gets one. Oh, gets half of one. There we go. Now gets the other. 2 Ravagers go down. Sorry, 1 Ravager goes down. There's 2 left. Gets one more. Nice pick off the tank. We're diving on the tank. We're trying to... Ooh, Helly's getting cleaned up, and we're getting out of hand. Yeah, we're getting out of hand, getting out of control. Nice stasis trap. There's a tank behind this. So far, Gabe is holding. Gabe is holding on, and very nice movement with the Phoenixes. Getting on top of the tank. Oof. Tank almost goes down. Yeah, here comes the Void Ray. Nice focus firing. And Void Rays, they dominate the Roach Ravagers. They dominate. They get the final tank. The final tank goes down, and we're holding on. Yeah, Gabe and Classic, they're holding on. They shut down the all-in. Again, very crisp moves out of our Phoenixes. And honestly, really nice dive there from Gabe as well. He dove on top of the tank just to clean up the Marines. He didn't get the tank, but he did clean up all the Marines as well, which allowed the Phoenixes to maintain themselves. They kept the Marine count low. They kept it low. So nice decision-making there from Gabe. From here, he goes to the counterattack. There's no drones to begin with anyway. Confirming, no drones. Oh, yeah, desperation here. We're trying to rush into the goal. He's going for the goal base. Phoenixes, they get across the map. They catch out some of the production. There's no turrets back at home. And we have a Fleet Beacon, another Stargate, more Skytoss out of Classic. Oh boy. And again, Gabe and Classic, they're perfectly fine. Like they're settling into the mid game. They have the greater economy. They have the advantage. Right now, the pressure's on Solar and ByuN to try to recover and try to make up for it. To make up for that failed all in. Oof. As they bleed out 1, 2, 3, 4 more SCVs. Ay ay ay. Phoenixes, they catch a queen in the main. Picking up Overlords. Still just fixating on harass, and we have carriers on the way. Ah, the Skytoss is coming. The Skytoss. Oof. Trying mining. Void Rays back in. Oh. They don't quite get punished. Void Rays, they pull away. Stays trapped in the mineral line. Ay, ay, ay. Classic, calm down. He pops off the natural. Is back in. Getting free damage on the tank. And throughout all of this, we're building up more tanks and building up more carriers. Remember, it's HeRoMaRinE who's building up that tank count, who's building up that mech army. And likewise, Classic doing the same thing with his carriers as they get further ahead. Like, there's no need for them to really push in. Like, they don't have to break the expansion or get into the bases or get into the mineral lines. Like, Gabe and Classic are already ahead. Already ahead. Solar poking out. Getting into corruptor production. ByuN is still stuck on bio tank. Corruptors, they reveal themselves. Now we have Thors on the way for Gabe. Building up his Thor count. Out a corruptor. Gets one, gets out, gets two. Takes down 2 corruptors. Helly's eager for another run by. The Solar just wants to mine, Bat. Yuck. He just wants to mine. Oh god. The middle line gets roasted. Jeez, that's what, another 10 drones going down. Flyby. Ideally, I would want to see more Tempest at this point. Like, we have enough carriers to maintain ourselves, and Tempest, they can definitely fare better here. For now, though, just mass carrier. So slowly pushing forward, setting up more turrets, more sensor towers. Taking over the center of the map. I will say that ByuN's army is more mobile. He does have a little more Marines, a little more Marauders, so he has a little more dive potential. Things being thrown away. Classic freeing up supply. He's got so far 5, soon to be 8 carriers. That's a lot of carriers. Tank shots going off. Gabe getting caught for a moment. Getting caught out. Corruptors, they attempt to dive. They get punished by the Void Rays. They do get punished. Now moving in. Okay, now moving in. Tanks to siege. Tempest production finally begins. Ideally, we would have had these Tempests a little bit sooner, so the Tempests are a little bit late here for Classic. It all comes down to these rotations. Oof. Corruptors overextending. Corruptors overextend. Cheeky moves there by ByuN. Gets a tank. Gets one. Oh. It's not a tank. We do get a couple of reductions, catching out one Tempest. And again, this entire time, Classic has been perfecting his army. We've been rotating, that's true, building up a bank, but Classic is just perfecting his army, incorporating more Tempest, working on the Templar Archives. Now I can move in. And now I can move in. Catching out 2 tanks. Nice abductions. And 2 carriers go down. Now we commit. Yeah, Thors are moving in as well. We're collapsing in. Void Rays go to town on the Corruptor. Oh god, on everything. And Thors, they start a step forward. They ensure that the Corruptors, they cannot engage. Mothership goes down. And we just drag the army over the Thors. We drag them over. And they'll get 1, 2 more carriers. They do recall back home. And they recall out of there. Meanwhile, the Thors, they just keep pushing. They just keep on pushing. ByuN has no army left. He lost everything. ByuN lost his army. Corruptors, they can't really help. Do we have a Greatest Spire? We do. There's a Greatest Spire. But no Brood Lords. ByuN is max. He can't make any Brood Lords. He's maxed out. Oh no. Okay, we just keep pushing forward. Behind this, Skytos is still amassing. We're trying to rebuild the mothership. Ooh, nice blinding clouds. Very nice. Gabe getting caught. Yeah, he's getting caught on his own. Classic is still waiting, still building up. Still building up his forces. He just doesn't care. Wow. Despite the surround, despite the blinding clouds, Gabe still wins the fight. Still wins the fight. The mass Thors is pretty good. It's pretty good. Bad. Ideally, you deal with this with murals, with like infestors, with murals. But there's no infestor setup. And GG. GG gets called. Gabe and Classic, they take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG will play. Oh, sorry, they could take game number 2. Yeah, GG, well played. But again, they did take a much slower approach here. I do apologize on having the correct score on screen. They did take game 1 early, of course, and GG, well played. They do take game number 2 after a failed all-in from both ByuN and Solar. They were so running it back here, if you recall, they were hyper aggressive early on. Solar, he went into no link speed, went for a 245-ish lair timing into a roach all-in on 2 bases. Meanwhile, ByuN also went for a 3-1 setup into a 2-base all-in as well. So they were both all-in, both committed. We saw they just crash into a brick wall of shield batteries, of tanks, and of Phoenixes and Void Rays. I will say very nice control by Gabe early on when he dove forward with the Hellions to snipe all the Marines to ensure that the Phoenixes could actually maintain themselves as well. So really like smart moves when it comes to how they engaged, cleaned up the Marines, the Phoenixes, they held their own, they shut down the Ravagers, the tanks, and with that the all-in failed. GG all played. The all-in did fail, and with that, both Gabe and Classic will advance on to the grand finals. Meanwhile, Solar and ByuN, they get knocked down. They get knocked down into the lower bracket instead. It is going to be a best of 1 between Solar ByuN facing off against Maru and Creator. Un momento.